We're only 2 months into this year and we're already seeing insane gains from Bitcoin and Ethereum. But we at CryptoBusy believe that this undervalued gem, Utrust, is set to make insane gains in 2021. So in today's video, I'm going to go over fundamentals, technicals, and also price predictions. So stay tuned and watch to the very end. Hey everyone, my name is Tom and welcome back to another video from CryptoBusy. If you're new here, come on, subscribe today and join the CryptoBusy family. We're nearly 100,000 members strong, and with your help, we can get there. Also, a like on this video is very much appreciated. It really helps us out. We're also proud to announce, hot off the press, our new CryptoBusy Pro Trader course. All the links are in the description below. So with that all being said, let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack in today's video because there's a lot of stuff happening with Utrust, the unique selling points, the fundamentals, the technicals. Again, we at CryptoBusy believe that this project itself is severely undervalued. It's a major competitor to PayPal itself, and the price predictions, we can really go into that in much further detail later on. But going straight into the market, we can see here that Bitcoin dominance is 61%. The overall market cap is 1.4, nearly 1.5 trillion dollars. This is absolutely insane, guys, the amount of money that's in the market at the moment. And so we do hope that you're taking profits along the way. As you can see that Bitcoin has gone up to $48,000. It's now sort of corrected to around $46,500. We're seeing Ethereum hit around sort of the $1,800 region, and now it's going to the 1766, which is quite interesting, that one there as well. With Cardano and also XRP, a little pump this morning, which is nice to see, and also with Polkadot, all looking good across the market. Again, there will be corrections along the way, and I'll be discussing this in much further detail in today's video, especially with Utrust, because there's been a bit of a pump with Utrust recently. I'll be discussing all the tactics that you need to be aware of when it comes to getting into Utrust itself. But there seems to be a bit of a correction going on with Bitcoin just for the time being. Again, I think the overall general health of the market is relatively good. And again, I don't think we've seen the end of this particular run that we're seeing right now, because again, we are very interesting times. We're seeing Tesla invest in Bitcoin. We're seeing other companies soon to follow suit with that one as well, and also institutions following suit with that one there as well. So a lot of interesting stuff happening in the market for 2021. Don't forget to join our Telegram group chat with 11,800 members actively and passionately discussing cryptocurrency. And also our Twitter, which is at CryptoBusy. It's a great crypto community on there, so we love seeing you over there on Twitter, with nearly 13,000 followers on Twitter. So let's go into Utrust and what it is all about. So if you don't know what Utrust is essentially kind of like the crypto version of PayPal. And we all know PayPal, it's the electronic version of a bank account, and you don't really actually see the money itself. You can transfer the money from PayPal into your bank accounts and get the cash that way, but it's sort of an e-commerce way of interacting with the internet at the end of the day. And with Utrust, it takes what PayPal has done, it takes it to the next level. Again, with what's happening with crypto recently, it takes into account everything that's happening with crypto and how payments can be secured online through crypto. And I think at the end of the day, we can talk about companies investing in Bitcoin and investing in crypto, and that's great to see. We want to see that, and we also want to hold our crypto as well. At the same time, we're not going to be seeing that real value unless people actually spend their crypto. And that's at the end of the day what we want to get to. If we talk about the cashless society and how Bitcoin's going to be taking over the world, then okay, actually start using it. Now, okay, I think with Bitcoin itself, it's a little bit different to other cryptocurrencies out there. I think other cryptocurrencies can be used just to purchase goods and general goods. I mean, yes, we've got the Tesla recent situation where you can buy a Tesla for a few Bitcoin here and there, which is nice to see. But if you were to buy a coffee or whatever, the fees would be too high for Bitcoin. But this is where Utrust comes into it, and they have very low fees when it comes to transactions. And the fact that it competes with PayPal, I mean, PayPal is a solely credit and debit card provider online itself, and where Utrust separates itself from that is that it deals solely with crypto at the end of the day. There can be sort of debit and credit card transactions, but it mainly deals with crypto, and so therefore its fees are much lower than what PayPal can do. And even if PayPal do lower their fees and they take on board crypto and all that sort of stuff, their main unique selling point when it comes to PayPal is their credit and debit card fees. So they would be losing a lot of money if they reduce the fees. So that wouldn't be good for PayPal. This is again where Utrust comes in. There's a lot of interesting stuff happening with it. And the recent stuff happening with Utrust is that it's gone up to 55 cents of a dollar. Its all-time high was $1.40, something like that. And we think it can go higher than that. And we'll be discussing that in much further detail in today's video. But again, very interesting project, a great team behind it as well. If we look at the white paper, and also we look at the roadmap as well, really good stuff that they're happening with Utrust. And the latest thing that's happening with Utrust is the reverse staking. Now, we all know about staking, where you have a certain amount of crypto, whether that be Zilliqa or Tezos or Cardano. You can stake your crypto, and you can get much better gains than what you can get in a bank account traditionally. Now, the opposite with reverse staking is that we hold our crypto when it comes to staking, but with reverse staking, the incentive is to spend. And at the end of the day, again, as I've been saying earlier in the video, if we encourage the spending of crypto, then I do think we'll gain that extra value within the crypto space that we really need, especially right now, because we're sort of a pivotal stage where a lot of people are buying and they're holding their crypto, which is nice to see. We all do that. That's fine. But getting to the point where we actually spend our crypto, that is the next stage that we all need to get to as a crypto community, as a society where, we're adopting crypto. So that's the next thing as well. So, Utrust have this thing where it incentivizes you to actually spend your crypto and you get rewarded back Utrust. I believe that's how it works. Very interesting stuff there. And I think if you have a certain amount of Utrust available, then you get involved and you get rewarded with these certain rewards. So the reward here, if you have, I believe, 1,000 Utrust tokens, you get 1% of any purchase that you make, which is pretty cool. And on top of that as well, I'll leave this article link down in the description below. But let's go into some technicals, because again, very interesting stuff on the technicals. So I'm currently on the daily time frame of Utrust, and let's go down into the 4 hour to see what's really happening here. So again, we've seen a bit of a breakout recently, what's happening with Utrust price, and where it could go into the future is very interesting. Again, that all-time high of $1.4 to $1.40. I think it can go to that point again, and I think it can go further than that. I'll be giving more of an accurate idea of price predictions later on to the video. So again, stay tuned and watch to the very end. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. A like on this video is very much appreciated, and do comment down below all of your thoughts and opinions, because it really does help us out as well. So we've seen a bit of a breakout, and I would expect right now to see a bit of a correction, as we've seen, testing that 20 EMA, because I have the 20 EMA, the 100 and the 200 EMA on the charts right now. That's inevitable when it comes to these sort of things. There's a bit of a trend line forming here. You can see with Utrust's price action that you're seeing right now. And so again, I do think corrections are inevitable in this sort of sense. But again, at the same time, it's good to see that price action. Now, if we see a breakout above 60 cents, then I do think we'll be having a bullish confirmation, and we could be seeing a high level into the 70, maybe 90 cent region in the immediate short term. But if we see the market, again, we are dictated where Bitcoin's price does go. So if that does affect the rest of the market, then it would affect Utrust price as well. And we could see Utrust again correct us a little bit. So that's where I talk about sort of the game plan. My game plan will be to pick up some more Utrust once we see a bit of a correction, certainly testing that 20 EMA, so around the 37 cent of a dollar, and potentially if it corrects even below that as well, the 30 cent region as well. But again, the long-term perspective of what's happening with Utrust, especially with all the announcements that's happening with the hold, and also the institutional interest that's out there, and the competitiveness with PayPal and Utrust themselves. Overall, a very interesting project, and I do think it can do a lot in the future, and it is bringing crypto to the next stage where we need to get to at the end of the day. This is not sort of a want to, we need to get to this stage at this certain point in time when it comes to crypto. So do comment down below all of your thoughts and opinions, what we've been discussing today, the fundamentals, also the technicals as well, really helps us out. All of your feedback is certainly welcome. Now, if you want to get that competitive edge in the crypto market, especially right now, because right now is more so than ever, you can join our CryptoBusy VIP coin calls. It was $25 a month, or it's $130 a month, depending on what tier you want to go for. Different tiers offer different benefits, and it's great to see that we see a lot of interaction from you guys. It's an amazing community that we see here as well. We get great technicals. It's all on Discord, so there's technicals, there's fundamentals. Every 2 weeks, Josh and I host a webinar where we interact with you, the trader, and it's an AMA style webinar, so you can ask us anything about the market. And again, it's a great opportunity to interact and get that competitive edge in the crypto market, especially right now. So let's go on to some price predictions and talk about PayPal. We've been talking about PayPal and Utrust and the competitiveness between the two. Where's it actually really going to go? So Utrust is saying, according to this Reddit article, and I think Reddit's a great opportunity and place to go to about getting your information, and Utrust is the PayPal of crypto. So very bullish and endless potential. And I agree. I do think this is a potential where there is endless potential when it comes to this project. PayPal is currently worth around $230 billion, and Utrust is around $30 million at the time of this post. But I do think it's a bit higher now. You can see here that PayPal is around $330 billion, so it's a little bit higher. Now, I don't think that the market cap of Utrust will go to $330 billion by tomorrow. I don't think it will happen anytime soon. But if we look at the tokenomics behind this particular project and the potential that has competing with PayPal, if Utrust continue to do what they're doing and they implement their technology and it's adopted across the world and people carry on using it technology as well and use Utrust and use the hold service that they have, I could see Utrust take about 10% of PayPal's total market capitalization, which would be around $33 billion. And so if we see that right now, we see the conversions, right, that's putting a crazy price prediction of around $70 for Utrust. And I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but you see the potential. And that's what I'm talking about here. If you look at the potential, what Utrust has to offer. So certainly, I do think that Utrust can go to its all-time high of around $1.40. And I certainly do think it can go to $2. Potentially even this year, if we take into account the bull run that we're seeing right now, the alt season as well, the capital that's flowing into the market, the institutional interest as well. I'll leave these articles linked down in the description below. MasterCard getting involved with crypto, and also, again, industry getting involved. How this altcoin boom that we're seeing right now is going to be completely different to the alt seasons of the past. I do think it is possible that Utrust can go to $2 this year and potentially even further than that as well if we do see that crazy bull run. I think it's certainly a cryptocurrency that does deserve a spot in the top 20, potentially even the top 10 as well, because again, it's an amazing project. Look at the team, the white paper, look at what they're actually doing. And this is what we do at CryptoBusy. We look at a project that has, again, a good team, good white paper, the technology behind that product as well. And also, most importantly, is it being adopted? And if it's not being adopted, why is it not being adopted? But Utrust is being adopted. And so this is the thing we have to look to and understand and think, okay, it's being adopted. For what reasons? Because we look at what's happening here. So those are my thoughts and opinions of where I think Utrust can go. And I would love to know what you guys have to say about that. And I'll be responding to some comments down below as well. All of your comments are welcome. They really do help us out as well. So yeah, again, the fundamental analysis, the technical analysis, and also my price predictions on Utrust. A lot of potential happening for it as well. And again, we'll be talking about it a lot more in the future with all the things that are happening with Utrust and all the updates that will come with that as well. So that's it from me in today's video. Again, if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like. If you're new here, come on, subscribe today and join the CryptoBusy family today. Follow us on Twitter and also join our Telegram group chat, many other things as well. And we're only just getting started. So now, more than ever, it is important to be involved in the cryptocurrency world, in the cryptocurrency community, and we're here for it. Okay, there's a lot more content happening for you guys in the upcoming weeks and also months. So stay tuned and subscribe to the CryptoBusy channel today. So that's it for me in today's